So this morning, I decided that I'm going to do a video, several videos. I started before called Diaries of a Cupcake Baker, because it's definitely diaries of my life, of where I was, where I've been, where I'm going, and go where I am now. Sorry, I'm driving. So, driving because this is my new normal since the bakery. Let me give you a little story about my life. If you didn't know, I am Rashida, the face behind Lily of the Valley Cupcakery, and I've been blessed to have two buildings. One that was like 500 square feet, and the second that was 2,000 square feet. The second building, I really believe it was a blessing from God, because I think that everything you go through in life, there are lessons. Every journey that God gives you is just another chapter of your life, another journey, another story to be told. My story to be told behind the closing of our second location that was in Abington. It was a very rough decision, very rough decision, and it was hard. It was hard, but I allowed myself to get swallowed up in a building that we could not afford. We couldn't afford it because, one, the overhead was too high for the location. So, rule of thumb to all my aspiring entrepreneurs out there: when looking for a building, when choosing to get a building or to pay rent or lease, you should always get something that has low overhead, because you have to be able to pay for the building. Now, I'm not saying that we couldn't pay for the building. We could pay for the building. It's just there was no profit. And when there's no profit, there's no money. So basically, I always say, people say when you have a business, you have money. But you really don't, unless you're, a well-established building. I call it recycle money. You have recycle money, meaning if you need money, it's there for you to have to use it, but there's no extra money to splurge off of. Lo and behold, our first building, I think we were paying like $600, which we should have stayed at. So we went from $600 to about $2,000. And actually, when we left the second building, when we decided not to renew the lease, we're almost at $3,000 a month, which was, like I said, if your business dictates it. I'm not saying that our business probably couldn't, but I felt like the area that we were in, we would never be able to make the money to get ahead, especially when the rent went up every year. It wasn't like a steady rent. So today, I decided to do these series of videos because my life now is baking out of a kitchen and delivering all over the city to all my customers who decided to still follow us in our transition to finding a new location, which I don't even know where it's at. We had another location, but on New Year's Day I decided that it wasn't the building for us, because I didn't have any vision. I'm a visionary, and every time me and my husband go to this building, I just had no vision for the building. And not alone, it was in the same area that we were at. We prayed about it, and the one thing that I said to my husband was, we didn't trust God through this process. We prayed for it. We said our next building, once we left the second building, we had to pray for something within reason, meaning our rent. We wanted to be in between a certain amount of money. We asked for that. We asked for the location that we were going to have a kitchen or be a bakery or a cafe. That was the second. And the third, the city. We wanted to go in the city. So we did get one out of three things, but not all three. And I realized that because we didn't wait, I just felt like we were being impatient. We were being impatient, and I believe that's why the third location, it never got open, and I believe that's why, I woke up and God was like, no, why are you not trusting me? Why didn't you listen to me? Like, why didn't you wait? Why were you so impatient? And I had to say, whoa. I had to take a back seat and I say, God, you know what? You're right. I was impatient. I did not wait. It's what I wanted. It's what the flesh wanted at the time. And that's what we did. I'm not going to say that we wasted money, because everything is, everything there's a reason. A reason, and you learn from your mistakes. And I'm not even going to say it was a mistake. It was a lesson. It was a lesson learned. So now, my husband actually went to go work for he went back to painting after, we closed that location in Glenside. And, which is actually what he did before I taught him how to bake. And, he actually now has gotten a great opportunity to go work for, a college. So he's currently now at a university, head pastry chef there, which is a great opportunity for him because it'll give him time to brush up on his baking skills. I'm not saying that he doesn't, but he has to do cakes and everything else now, different pastries. So once we open our new location, he'll be well fit and ready. He'll probably be more advanced than I am now. But nevertheless, I'm on here today because I figure I'm going to let you guys share in your journey. I'm actually going to deliver a cake to, I don't even know this person. That's one thing, my husband told me to pray about when I deliver these cakes, that God keeps me safe, because I don't know. There's some crazy people out here. I'm not saying this person is crazy. I'm sure he's ordered from me before. But I have to call my husband and keep him on speaker while I'm delivering these cakes, so he makes sure that I'm safe. But in spite of everything that I've gone through, I can say my life sucks, because it's like I had this dream and this vision, and I felt like it was just snatched from me. Just make sure when you're opening your business and the things you do, don't get involved with somebody who is I want to say, and I don't really want to go into detail about, the building, but just make sure everything is correct and right, and, seek God in what you're doing. Seek God in what you're doing. And I'm not saying, like I said, I'm not saying that it was a bad decision, but it definitely, was a lesson learned, from that experience. And this is where I'm at. So now I'm delivering cakes, which is crazy because I'm a cupcake lady. So I call me Diary of a Cupcake Maker, because I'm actually making cakes now. Something that I, really wasn't my wheelhouse, but I'm learning how to. I actually got better too, delivering these cakes. But I guess I'm gonna call this day one of my process, because this is definitely all a part of the process of the journey of Lily the Valley Cupcakery. So I'm going to get off here because I have to inbox this person, let him know that I'm here to get this cake. And I just want to say that everyone should always, and no matter what you do, whatever you're going through, just get up every morning and choose joy. Choose joy.